And hello, VOD. Hello, Spilled. Hello, J Skip. Hello, Patchy. Hello, Brianna. How's it going? Hello, GX Eclipse. What's poppin'? Hello, everyone. So, I was gonna stream yesterday, but I forgot to set my alarm, and I slept straight through all that like a little baby. So, I would have slept through today, but luckily I set my alarm. I'm very tired today, if you can't tell. I don't know why. I think it's because the cold weather came back in. Yesterday it was 80 degrees out, right? It was beautiful. And today it is snowing, which is very weird to see. So that is a thing. Hey Annie, how's it going? 14-month streak. Jesus. Hello. Hello, Casey Live. So, yeah, today's another Platline day. I guess we can do some background because Flurben's been doing a bit. Flurben got the Palladium line almost done. And then I popped in to work on some logic here because the Palladium line is kind of interesting. It's pretty linear mostly. So you need to go through sodium hydroxide and carbon monoxide to make sodium formate and make sodium sulfate and stuff to make formic acid. And the formic acid you react with palladium, precipitated palladium dust, I think is what it's called, and some other stuff. Let's see. Do I have the? I guess I could just pop one of these bad boys out. Here it is. Precipitated palladium dust and formic acid, and it outputs a little bit of excess stuff like ethylene, ammonia, and then palladium dust, which we want. So the issue is getting the precipitated palladium dust because there's three pieces of logic you need to pay attention to on this line that we figured out. So the first is your palladium enriched ammonia goes to two different recipes. One of which is if you're out of palladium salt, aka palladium salt has one output, which is palladium metallic powder. So we're going to refer to it as palladium metallic powder from now on. If you are out of palladium metallic powder, you need to turn on your palladium enriched ammonia into palladium salt dust. That is your first step. The second bit of logic is, what is the second bit of logic? I think turning palladium enriched ammonia into both palladium salt and reprecipitated palladium dust, which is what you want for actual palladium, is this bad boy. And again, the palladium salt gets recycled, but the issue is when you have it 9 to 16, you actually get less of it than you need. So you need to switch between making this reprecipitated palladium and palladium salt dust and then the full palladium salt. And then I think there's one more recipe, circuit 2, which makes just straight up palladium salt dust. Oh, wait. What's the third recipe that I'm thinking about? There's a third evil recipe. Maybe it is this one. Circuit 1. Oh, okay. The final one is turning palladium metallic powder dust into palladium enriched ammonia if you don't have enough. And that is, those three bits of logic are what go together to make the palladium line, and you need to like balance those. So I have, like a fluid detector on a tank of palladium enriched ammonia. When we're under a certain threshold, it fires this up to turn ammonia and palladium metallic powder into palladium enriched ammonia. And then like these two conditions flip flop. So if there's not enough palladium metallic powder, we turn on this boy to make some more palladium metallic powder. And that's pretty much it. And then the sifter does its sifting thing, but it's one step. And yeah, we have some palladium. I got infected with the flu. Thank you, Professor, for teaching us sick. That's actually diabolical. Prof should not be doing that. I live north of Nova, but yeah. Hello, Necker. How's it going? Moin. Um, yeah, so today, let's check on our plat stores. Uh, we're fucking rich. If you weren't already clued in, we've got 22.8 thousand platinum, and I did put some in a shop. So let's go over to the shop and check that out. I think I need to grab some palladium or platinum though. 5, 6, 7, 8. I look at the bookshelf you have behind you. Thank you. It's a lot of cookbooks from my mom, and then I have one Akira book. That's it. I How are you doing today, Patchy? Okay, so this is our little ore shop that I made, the pop-up ore shop, Nines ore. Looks like someone bought some rare earth, and I think that was Soy Cake trying to get some yttrium, which is kind of interesting. Um, so we did make one sale. Let's go. We're coming out of poverty with this one. And then let's check these bad boys. Okay, so I have a requisition. I'm selling some stuff to the other Singularity members. I have 1024 platinum metallic powder dust for 512 platinum dust if you add 16 Singularity coins. So basically, they're paying me 16 Singularity coins to make about 700 platinum and then give them 500 of it. So I get 16 Singularity coins and 250 platinum for free. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's a good gig. 6, 7, 8. And I might as well just pop this in here. Oh, you know what? I could just do that. That works. Cool. And we are getting further out of poverty with that one. Why not use 2 storage buses, 1 higher priority on the chemical reactor, and turn the rest back into fluid? I mean, you could probably do that. There's plenty of different ways to solve things. I prefer redstone, personally, but you can do whatever floats your boat. I joined a GTNH server, but for some reason I can't really motivate myself to do stuff. Yeah, I generally prefer single player worlds for that reason. Like I find it hard to self-motivate sometimes. Damn, where did we get 10,000 platinum metallic powder dust? Did Flurben just go like ultra mining nickel? Is that what I'm seeing? Cause that's kind of insane. If he got 10,000 plat metallic powder dust worth of nickel. I hope it's just because my lack of sleep. I hope so too, my friend. You deserve to have some motivation. We all do. All right. So the plan for today is I'm going to wait for Flurben to get on. But in the meantime, I have some stuff that I wanted to cross off the list. We don't have buses and hatches on Autocraft, which is something that we kind of need for all multi-blocks that we're making. And it's kind of a pain. So let me get some buses online. This is one recipe we could be doing. I guess this is a polyethylene, circuit 1. Your base is way too large for an HV base. You know, it's average. Do we use PTFE? Probably not. We just use polyethylene on circuit 1. Okay, I see where the possible issue comes in. These motors don't need a circuit, I don't think, or the pumps. So I'm gonna chuck that here and double check. No, this is a huge base for HV. That was a shitty joke. Yeah, normally you don't do this, but because we're pushing, we've got our Project Singularity thing. You know, we're pushing HV to the limit. So it is what it is. Gotta skip back to the beginning. I like big bases, and I cannot lie. Hello, John. How's it going, my friend? Oh my God, it's been a minute. Input hatch. It's too low on the music. I've been listening to this Duster sleep mix to go to bed. It's so good. All right, here's where the issue comes in. It's these tanks. We need to put tanks on Autocraft, and I'll tell you why that's an issue. Actually, it's not really an issue, but it's the strengthened glass. So we need to provide a large chemical reactor with molten glass, which is, it's not a huge problem. I think what I'll end up doing is that this LCR has water in it. So I'll probably just pump glass into it because I don't think there's any conflicts with that, as far as I'm aware. I should also probably fix whatever the fuck is going on here. How's it going? I'm just a little tired, but I'm doing well. Obsidian glass? I could alloy smelt obsidian glass. I would need to automate thickened glass though, which is kind of gross. I would need to craft it and chisel it. And I'm not sure I want to do that. I guess I could do this MEBF recipe. But because we have an LCR and we have plenty of saltpeter and tin, I think this is the way to go. So let's put that input hatch where it needs to go. Yeah, it works. And I can actually move these now that I have a little more space. Limestone, I'm getting rid of that. And he talks about going into EV yet? Yeah, it's in like 2 weeks-ish, I think. I'm hoping. I really want to get into nukes, and our plutonium is coming back up. We're almost at decent plutonium levels. It's going a little bit slower than expected, I think. Either we're getting unlucky or the server TPS is so bad that my calculations were off. Or maybe I'm just impatient. Alright, so let's get this going. Fluid extractor. Let's get a generator. Combustion generator. Where's our extractor? There we go. Get some conduits. Honestly, I should probably just remove this. And then we'll stock glass in here. I don't know what the best fluid extraction recipe is. Input hatch. That. I guess I could just get rid of this. Pop that direction. Auto export to the right. All right, here's the real question. What is our best glass recipe? Quartzite dust, 72 liters in 30 seconds at LV. I think I could do this. 3 ticks, no, borosilicate. Steam bottle, interesting. It's a weird one. All right, 3.75 seconds for 72 glass. So what is that? 8 seconds about for 1. Sand is looking good. Why does it say Eevee? Whoops. $7.5, so 15. 5 for sand. Sand's winning. Glass bottles. Low key. Oh, actually, no, we just got glass dust. Yeah. Yeah, we've got 714,000 glass dust from XP crafting. Your biggest performance roadblock, or your biggest roadblock is Minecraft oh my. Your biggest roadblock is Minecraft performance. Tragic. Yes, exactly. That is the most tragic part of this run, is that the only reason we are suffering on this run is because Minecraft cannot perform as well as it should be able to, because there's no multi-threading. RIP. Okay, I mean, that just should work, frankly. And then all I need to do is add a recipe and rename this bad boy. Let's give it a try. Okay, that was fucking quick. Hello. I think a smart thing to do would probably be to buffer up some fluid here. Because I think the slowest part of this is definitely going to just be waiting for the glass. So what I think I'm going to do is get a super tank. Pop that there. Face that this direction. And get a pump. And then probably this side. Yeah. So what that will do is that the glass dust will slowly turn into 4 million liquid glass, and then we won't need to wait as much actively because we won't need to like craft all of it. Why not glass, one sand? Oh, because glass is slower to fluid extract. Why aren't you doing universal automation yet? Because we're an HV and we can't get the fluid discretizer. This needs the EV electric pump, which is the bane of my existence, and we're not allowed to use EV components yet, so I would be doing universal right now. Actually, you know, I was so excited for universal. This is ducked, by the way. Quack, 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 quack. I should clean that up. That I made a whole area for our universal. We're going to do universal press and LCR. Got universal laboratories. I'm actually kind of proud of this. I came up with this off the noggin, and it looks really nice. I'll need to do some texturing on the walls, though. This is cursed as hell. I'm using my forehead to mine these up. Why does this exist? Who programmed this, bro? I gotta put that in a special chest. Where's my quartz cutting knife? There we go. Okay, we have that. There's one more, or there's two more things I need to put on auto crafting, which is there's variants of the tanks that we need. Specifically, which tank does the HV? Iron tank. So yeah, we need to look up how to make those. Yeah, this is a second thing we need glass for, and we need benders on circuit too, which is kind of blurst. You know what? Like, no, my skin was not always purple. I just updated it recently, Annie, like 2 days ago. I I I don't know. I know how to use block palettes, but I find that it's easier to block out a room in a solid color first, and then once I have the shape, because I'm much more interested in like shape and how a building makes you feel small, and also how asymmetry gives you a flow of a room, than I am about texture. And I think it's harder to texture while doing shape. I think shape comes first, then texture comes after. Hello, Vin. Anyway, hello, hi. How is your what is that one series that you guys are doing? The compact claustrophobia going. By the way, Nat, I saw your Discord bio that's he, they. I was wondering what your preferred pronoun is. I don't honestly don't care. I don't really see myself as a man, but like I'm very masculine presenting, so he is totally fine. I don't really care. Or day two today. I have to talk like a pirate the whole stream. That's awesome. I would love to tune into that. That's amazing. Okay, so I think I should just lock in. We've got benders on 10, 1. I think I need to get some more benders. Let's program these. Oh god. It's got a wrench in it? Who made this recipe, man? Who... Wait a minute. I have a solution. I hate to give Soy more money than he already has, but Let's see, 16 stacks, all $1. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These are single-use tools, which are really just so niche. I don't know why exactly they exist, but they're kind of fun. They're like if you want to use them in a recipe and just have it consume, that's basically what they do. They're like a one durability tool. So let's go pay Soy our one Singularity coin for that. Single-use tool, good for automation. Exactly. You found it very worthwhile to automate them. I might give it a try then. That's a good idea because we have lots of passive like steel and shit. Should be pretty free. All right, so what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna chuck that into this pattern here. And I'm gonna chuck it into one of our many molecular assemblers. I did this yesterday. I was tired of all of the weight, all of the pattern space that we need because we can't make pattern expansion cards yet. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, these are our molecular assemblers. How many do these? Do I need 5? Maybe? Circuit 2 and circuit 9, so I just need 3, honestly. You see the items flipping through? I love that so much. It's this song again. They're gonna jump straight to high density plutonium fuel rods and reactors. I think I want to do MOX, right? I was thinking about MOX. I think we can do it. I did a quick like napkin calc on how we would be able to do it. I think it's possible for us. Why are the benders not going? Oh my gosh, we're making circuits. Man, I haven't batched those out in a long time. Chat, what does calc mean? Calc is short for calculator. All right, let's set up the rest of this while I'm here. So let's do 1 here, 1 here, and then, oh yeah, I don't need more. We're good. I keep thinking I'm gonna add more bender. I am gonna add more benders. What am I doing today? I genuinely think I'm losing it, but that's okay. I'm glad that was an HV bending machine because if it wasn't, it would be just be so over. I need to actually check myself because this is like explosion town if I don't lock in. Let's see, circuit 2 means... Actually, I'm gonna do something... Am I? Okay, so what I'm thinking is that with these circuit 9 and 2 recipes, I need to distribute the specific amount of items to each of the inventories. So I'm wondering if I should like slap the interface in between these. I guess I could use P2P, but that's kind of weird. I'm wondering if I use conduit. I guess I could do something like this, which is a little gross, right? Item distributor. Huh. Yeah, that's a interesting idea. Or a regulator on each. High density plutonium is also craftable in EV. You just need zirconium. Boy, do I have news for you. I've got 905 zirconium dust. That's why we made ore proc way back when. For some reason, I was like, yeah, let's sift some ilmenite. I'm glad you found me a use for it. That's so funny. Yeah, I have ilmenite in the filter, uraninite, ilmenite. There it is. Of course there is dye. Let's go. Hello, after 10 months of only catching VODs, I'm finally catching a stream. Hello. Next Iament. How's it going? How are you? Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? I think I'm gonna do... I want to see if this like conduit tech works the way I think it does. For some reason, our tin and saltpeter disappeared and didn't go in our output. Did I multiply this recipe wrong? What the hell? Why do we only have 3? Wait, better question. Oh, I need to turn on the machine. Chat. Okay. Chat, I do that sometimes. Apparently a lot today. All right, let's test this out. Circuit 2. We're gonna extract on black. And then we're gonna actually do never active. Insert on black. Extract on white, never active. And I'm just gonna get the conduit copy thingy. And then item auto output, screwdriver, input from output. All right, let's give this a whirl. I kind of don't believe in it, but we'll see. Also, let's check our channels. We're on thin ice. We're about to get exactly 32 channels on this, so we'll need to do some redistribution soon. All right, it was an iron tank, which is iron double plate. Let's do 16 at a time. Well, now I can't tell if it's working, chat. I guess the circuit 9 will be more convincing. That would be funny. Tin combs can get zirconium. That's how I got it for alloy blast smelter. Okay, I like that. I got locked out of my old account only to find out that Twitch doesn't make the uppercase I look like an L. Oh. I was thinking about that. I was like, the next element sounds right. But yeah. Proposing jump straight to it. One reactor will generate 148 amps of EV. High density plutonium. I don't know enough about this to see if this is safe for us. Like, I don't know anything about nukes, to be completely honest. And would I need like a passive supply of zircaloy? Because that would be an issue, right? It's cool. But then I would have to passive ilmenite or zirconium somehow, and I'm not sure if I could do that. That's a lot of zirconium too, Jesus. Because once you get the depleted... Oh, I guess you get the fuel rods back. But you still need to add zircaloy to the system, I think. Cheers. I see a Flurben. He's Flurben in it. Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect this and we'll worry about that later. Hello.
Yo.
What's good?
Uh, 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 the cake that I made this morning.
Oh, let's go. What type of
Yeah,
cake?
it's a Greek yogurt egg cake.
Okay, you're not really selling it, but I see the vision.
Yeah, it's not quite egg soup, but kind of like the next step there, you know?
Okay, okay, you're that's it's not quite a sell, but you know I believe in it. I believe in it. Um,
Well, typically cakes have eggs, right?
yeah, 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 but they're not egg
Yeah.
cakes, you know.
Well, why wouldn't they be egg cakes?
Um,
That's the question. It's a really good question.
because
You should
that
ask
really
yourself.
doesn't sell it. I think that's why. But anyway, I got tanks on AutoCraft. I was about to get
Nice.
iron tanks, but I'm struggling with some logic that I should not be struggling with. My brain's off today.
Oh, his brain is off?
Yeah, so you're
Does
gonna
he
need
need
to carry
mild
me for
brain to help?
Platline. Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. But I printed out a
Alright.
bunch of stuff like energy hatches, and I got LV hatches on AutoCraft, so
Oh, sick.
life should be
100%.
good. Egg
Nice.
cake is a quiche, MF. That's actually straight up facts. Thank you.
Well, typically quiche doesn't have Greek yogurt, does it? I don't know. This looks
Actually,
good
it
to me.
could.
So maybe
That
I'll put
actually.
sugar in it.
Okay,
I put
okay.
like 40 grams of sugar in the cake. It
Man,
smells pretty good.
we have no oak logs. This will be the end of me. We need to buy some spruce wood or something from somebody. I'm tired of this
We
shit.
do. Damn.
I'm gonna go
I'm
mine some
gonna.
oak logs, BRB.
Chat is asking to combine chats.
I don't know, I don't trust you guys.
Yeah, chat, are you gonna behave?
You guys always say that you're gonna behave and then you don't, so
Yeah. Debra, no, that's exactly what we're trying to avoid. He already knows what HBM is. You don't need to teach him, man. Patchy will behave, he says. I don't know
Patchy's been
I don't
very
know if
well
I believe
behaved
that.
today actually. He
Oh,
hopped
has
into
he?
my chat and he was asking like real questions. It was awesome. I got to know a little bit about Patchy and I like that a lot.
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I was very surprised. Sorry, Patchy.
Okay, Debra, his chat doesn't need to learn about HBM either. They know what it is. We've talked about it enough on stream together.
DeBrun needs to go to like I don't know AA for whatever for HBM.
Yeah.
Nuclears
He needs to go to NA,
Anonymous.
Nuclears Anonymous.
Nucaholics Anonymous.
Nukaholics Anonymous. Jesus. Yeah. Debra getting railed. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know if that's behaving.
Oh, also, chat, you
That was
should
patchy, by
see
the way.
the tech that. Okay, Flurben and Hecuba did a wonderful job decorating
Yes.
the Monopolarity board. And I just want you guys to know we're playing a game of Monopolarity with the Project Singularity server members on Saturday at
Oh, is that this
12.
Saturday?
I think so. The 14th.
Oh,
It was
is
either
that
that or it
St.
was
Patrick's
next
Day?
year, February 14th.
Wait, when is St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know. I don't celebrate, so. But also check this out. Soy and I set up this
Huh.
crazy cool thing. So you guys know about the
Oh, it's the
dice,
17th.
but look at this. Soy set up a 7 segment display, and then I set up some A2 logic to match the 7 segment display to what's in this dice. So if you'll look closely, there's a whole AE2 subnet and there's storage bus on these droppers that figures out what's missing. And then it goes all the way over here and we have these Project Red bus input panels. And yeah, so as Flurben is demonstrating, when the level emitter detects that there is not a number 3 in the right side, or I guess left side drawer, it pulls this and then turns on the 7 seg display, which is really cool. So I had the idea for the 7 segment, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. And I really enjoy how the display turned out. I thought it
Yeah.
was going to look clunky, but no. There's a lot of pixels here, man.
No, it looks great. So I put some extra
Yeah.
detail. He made it like thick display. And what
It's
I'm
a
very
blocky display.
I'm very impressed by the fact that AE2 can like keep up with this. Like it's quick. Like the level emitters or level maintainers are rocking. So yeah, I just wanted to say that as I was on my way home.
Okay.
With your
Woo.
word.
Yeah. So I think the only thing that we have left here to finish up are the corners.
Of the Monopolarity board.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did you show off the lights?
The
The lamp?
lights. Oh no, I didn't. I will show those off
Yeah.
during stream. I think. I was excited about the.
Okay. He
Okay,
wasn't as excited about how we figured out to move lamps.
I was not as excited about that, but we'll talk about it on the day of. Um.
Dun, 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 dun.
So for Platline, I already explained the Palladium part that Flurb set up, which was very lovely, and we did some rubber ducky technique and figured out exactly what was going on with these three LCRs here.
Yeah.
But now, I think in order to get anything else out of this, we need to process this platinum residue dust. So what I was thinking is that perhaps we should pump this up to the osmium side. And as you can see, when we blast furnace this dust with molten potassium disulfate, we get iridium, osmium, ruthenium from leach residue dust and rhodium sulfate. Oh my gosh, that's Quackers is back at it again with another $20 donation to my Ko-fi.
Whoa.
Thank you, that's Quackers. This is like
Thank you, Quackers.
this is my weekly snack, my weekly snack budget, yeah. And then we get rhodium
That's
sulfate with
Quackers.
that. It is Quackers, right? It's pretty Quackers. So
Debra, I did do the push-ups last stream.
let's go. How many push-ups are you at now?
I've completed 974. I still owe 1,052.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad.
Jeez.
It's bad.
Okay, so yeah, let's get a blast furnace. Let's get going. I'm just gonna knock this out one by one.
All right. All right. Chat. Here we go. Okay. So you said it was the platinum residue dust, right?
Yep.
Yep. So platinum residue dust in the EBF plus what? What is that? It's not uh molten potassium disulfate
Yes, sir.
gives you leach residue dust, and that's what unlocks the rhodium, ruthenium, iridium. Wait, what did I title the stream? Did I do rhodium or ruthenium? Ugh, I don't know. I don't remember. But that
Heifer
also means
gore.
that we need to produce molten potassium disulfate.
Yes, sir. Do you want to deal with the potassium disulfate?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should put that in the ruthenium location because ruthenium is the smallest line. Just for space consideration, unless you have somewhere else that we could put it. Because rhodium is, I think it's the biggest one.
Sorry, I'm struggling to remember what they call patterns in AE2. Please excuse
Interface?
my brain fog. No, like pattern. Like the actual thing that I encode the recipe on. For some
Oh,
reason, my brain was not putting that together. Man, we need more assemblers. I hate early game assemblers with like a small passion. I mean, I did just buy a bunch of non-reusable tools. Whatever. All right, can you repeat to me what you just said? Because I'm sorry, I was locked in on this.
oh, I just got off mute.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so okay, so molten potassium disulfate, it requires four machines.
Yeah, yeah. Chem reactor. Actually,
Two of
it's
them are
just
single
two.
blocks, though.
It's just two, right?
Three of them are single blocks.
It's just the potassium disulfate, which is potassium, oxygen, sulfur, and a LCR.
Oh.
And
But the
then
potassium in the rhodium line gets recycled. So
I
you would
see.
put that in a solidifier to turn that molten potassium into ingot,
I see.
ingot in the macerator into dust, dust into the LCR to create the potassium disulfides, and then fluid extractor to make it molten.
Smart.
And
Okay,
then
so
the
this is rhodium
EBF
here.
would be the fifth machine. But we have two full-size machines, three single blocks.
I'm actually going to replace this with some glass.
Unless we want to put a steam macerator in there.
Yeah, I'd rather not put a steam macerator in our beautiful Platline.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's a pretty quick step, so I would be surprised if we needed anything heavy duty.
Yeah. Hello, Brazil.
Brazil!
We got a Brazilian chatter. That's sick. Oh, but you're going straight for osmium?
I was just going to do that because this turns into iridium and osmium eventually. And osmium is pretty quick as well, if I do remember, right?
It's only two machines, yeah, but it requires, hang on, let me refresh my sounds here. It requires acidic osmium solution, which requires rarest metal residue dust, which requires salt water, and leach residue dust, which requires the molten potassium disulfate line.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking that we could probably do the recycling step across these layers, and then I could
have
start.
all of that with the osmium area.
Yeah, exactly. Because well, you see the output of the plat residue dust is right here, so I could just bring it straight up
Yeah.
to here, and I feel like that would be pretty easy.
Okay, sick.
I'm actually really
And
loving.
those two EBFs on the bottom, are they doing the same thing?
They are.
Okay.
They're both important though, because we could even use like more EBFs. This part is the slowest by far. The reconstitution of platinum salt dust,
Yeah.
so slow.
Advanced fluid solidifier. Macerator. Universal macerator? What? Oh, that's just the HV version, huh?
Here, let's get a barrel again and put it like the stuff that we use: combustion gens, energy hatches, large, or let's just do buses. Gonna grab those, and then I guess I can do a bench.
Okay. And what do these use?
Screwdriver.
How many EU per tick is ULV? Is that 8?
8. What do you mean ULV?
I know, right? I mean, the recipe is ULV, but it also has a voltage requirement at ULV.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that means it'll take 32 at LV. It'll take a full amp, is what it's saying.
Okay. All right. We got another chatter from Czechia.
Let's go.
I've been there.
Whoa. Mr. Worldwide. Jeez.
Yeah, I've been to Prague.
Is it a
love
bad
it.
idea to make 200 heat-proof machine casings right now? Probably. Will I be doing it anyway? Probably.
What? Oh, it's still working on the
775k.
extractor. Okay. Macerator is done. Solidifier. And then now we just need the extractor. Bro, we're like really down bad on HV circuits.
Yeah, I
Did
think
you
we should.
notice that we were out of polyvinyl chloride?
Yeah, actually, I can fix that right now. I did go solidify some a second ago. We needed to like probably auto solidify that and like maybe redo the line somewhere accessible
Yeah.
with multi-blocks, but that's for another day for sure.
Oh, so I have somebody in chat asking if the pack is on CurseForge.
It is.
It is. I don't recommend that you use CurseForge because CurseForge will force you, since GTNH is running on Minecraft 1.7.10, it's gonna force you to use Java 7, which is shit in like short term. The short way to say is that Java 7 is shit. But GTNH does support Java 21. So what I recommend that you do is that you install Prism Launcher instead. And then you go to the Gregtech gtnewhorizons.com, the GTNH website. You could find that by Googling. And then you go to their downloads and you look at here, Prism zips. And you download this one in bold. It says latest 2.8.4 for Java 17 through 25. And then you would just inside of Prism, you would go add instance, and you would import. You'll import that. You click here on browse, and you would import the zip file that you get from GTNH's website.
Every GTNH player was just proud of you when you just said all that, Flurben. Good job.
I mean, it was a huge sticking like PSA point when we started Project Singularity, man.
100% it was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's saying
All right,
Flurben goated, and they're right.
this extractor has taken a long time to make. So yeah, and then because of Project Singularity, I actually cut out CurseForge completely from my ecosystem. I only use Prism now.
Oh, what a goat.
Ifrajan, thank you so much for the sub gift. Whoa, and Camille, congrats on receiving that. All right, I see that you started putting down an EBF. Did you run out of Cupro?
We're not going to use Cooper. We're
Oh,
going to use
no.
Nichrome. I have it in my inventory.
Oh,
I'm just trying to
right.
hook it up to power.
Gotcha.
The Nichrome is good in this case, chat, specifically because it gives perfect overclocks because the heat requirements for a lot of these recipes is really minuscule. 775K. The Nichrome coils have a heat of 3601, which means that we are getting one perfect overclock out of using these coils, which is really good. Perfect overclocks mean that you're saving a lot of energy. You're basically going 4 times as fast or 4 times as much energy, which is, needless to say, pretty good. Mode.
Yeah.
I need to put a hole in
Needless
the
to
ground
say,
again.
it is peak, just like Prism.
There's also a wiki for GTNH installing and migrating, which I would totally check out if you're
Yeah.
doing GTNH for the first time. It has all of the details.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so bad at software and tech stuff, and that has everything I needed, which was kind of impressive.
Yeah. It's linked on their gtnewhorizons.com website. If you go up here to the top, wiki, they do have a section for download the GTNH mod pack, go to Prism. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, I guess here. Yeah, yeah, okay, they have it linked here under the need help section. Check out our wiki. And it'll walk you through all of the steps here. If you hit any snags.
Okay, that's that. We just need
Itazaki.
muffler. All right, chat.
Bro, I
So
take a break to talk about how to install GTNH, and then Dataki's calling me out for not doing Platline.
now it's important to get the next generation of Gregors where they need to go, I think.
Of course.
So
Do
there's
we have any
two
matches?
outputs of Platline that like the main Platline that just makes platinum. One is the palladium metallic powder. Sorry, no. The palladium enriched ammonia, and the other is this platinum residue dust. So we're splitting off to the platinum residue dust side today, just in case anyone was wondering. Let's get our input buses LV because we don't really need too much. I'm gonna pop this down this way.
Maintenance hatch. What else do I need? Energy hatch. I need buses.
I have it all
What
in
are the
the chest, the drawer, or mostly.
Yeah. I need. Oh, I need one bus, one hatch,
Bro's
one input
pre-calculating.
bus. Yeah.
My ass just wings this shit,
Hatch.
bro.
Input hatch. Input bus. There's two different items going in. Should I split that between two different buses?
You can just limit insertion is what I normally do. And then
Oh,
it can only
okay.
accept a stack of both. If the recipe isn't like too big, that's normally more than enough.
No, yeah, it's 2 and 2.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do insert on brown, extract on brown. We've got our
And then I
platinum
forgot the most
residue.
important part, the scaffolding.
So you said that the potassium disulfate, should I put that over in the osmium section here, do you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to do here. So I'm going to put the LCR here.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I like
And
that.
then I do have the solidifier and the macerator.
Coolio.
It's just that fluid extractor that was taking a little bit to finish up.
Let's grab an input hatch here. And yeah, we can just do that. Although it's not really... Let's try something else actually, chat. Would you be able to put the output hatch right here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Does that not
there's
work
no
out?
output hatch. Output bus. It's an output bus.
For molten
on the
potassium?
LCR.
Oh yeah, because you're making potassium
Yeah.
disulfate
Because it makes
dust.
the dust.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, this works then.
Oh, you had hatches here, right? Oh, yeah, perfect.
And then actually, this
Beautiful.
works great because I can do... Dude, we're working together. We're locked in.
Actually, though, yeah, let's not get sidetracked by HBM commenters. No.
You know what?
That wasn't a challenge, chat.
Speaking of locked in, yesterday Aspect and Orange Creamsicle and I played Marathon, and that was really fun. We three
yeah?
stacked. Yeah. It was great.
Nice, dude.
I don't think you would like Marathon at all, honest to God.
Yeah, I'm not a big shooter guy at all.
It's also like
PvP was there.
it's like all PvP. It's one of the harder
Oh,
FPSs because it's like there's a lot of gear that you have to loot. You're distracted with a lot of stuff, and then there's like 4 teams sneaking around this map really quietly trying to kill each other, while you're all trying to loot shit. So it's like it just gets a little devious.
oh, incomplete. Oh, I forgot the Cupro. Rip. Oh,
Rip.
do you have the Cupro?
I do not have
No,
Cupro.
it's fine. I found it.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't sound like fun.
It is a lot of fun if you have a team and you're like chill with it. I don't know. It's if you're good with it, it's pretty fire.
Yeah, he just said get good, scrub.
I did just say that actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we able to put the single blocks in the center or
I want to leave this theoretically open as a
Yeah.
walking pathway as much as
walkway?
possible.
That's what I was thinking.
What single block do you need?
Oh, it's the macerator, solidifier, and the fluidifier.
I just took a fluid extractor here and I put
Oh,
it
you
next
did.
to the
Okay.
EBF.
Oh, you got it.
So you would just need the macerator here, I guess.
Yeah. So let's see.
I also got to
It's
get
fluid solidifier into a macerator, into the LCR, and then LCR into the fluid extractor.
we got to get AE2 up here as well, right? Because you need oxygen for this.
Oh, what are you doing here? Oh, fluid extractor. Oh,
Yeah.
you got it. Okay. And then the inputs of the LCR gets the fluid solidifier first, and then the macerator. Input hatch, input bus. Which I could probably move this input bus.
Jarvis
down
type
here.
skill issue and hit enter. Exactly. This guy gets it.
Do you have generators on you?
No, they should be in the thingamajig. I gotta get my wooden shovels out for this one.
Oh. Oh. I realize I've made a mistake in placement.
How am I making
There we
wireless
go.
connectors? I should remove that from circuit 2. We don't need that in the assembler now that we have space. Where is that? Oh, it's right there. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so this fluid solidifier is going to receive the molten potassium that we get as an output from the rhodium line, but we can seed it. We actually probably should prime it until we get rhodium set up. And then that will create potassium ingots. The mass residue will turn it into dust. The dust goes into the LCR, which I gotta, complete the structure. The LCR is going to make potassium disulfate dust. That goes into, oh my gosh, this fluid extractor. Yeah. And then that fluid extractor goes into the EBF right next to it and makes leach residue dust, which we need as a precursor for rhodium, as a processing precursor to ruthenium, as well as iridium and osmium. So, yeah.
Locked in. Geeked out versus locked in.
Can I do both?
Good answer. Good answer, nephew.
Nephew.
It's a JJK reference.
What?
Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a good anime.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't seen it yet.
Ah,
Uh,
soon.
one day I'll find some time. Bro, Wii Sports theme in minor again?
What?
No, wait, what?
Wait, I kind of want to listen to the Wii Sports team now.
Wait. Oh, the chapters are off. It says that the entire rest of this video is Booblane Super Mario Odyssey, but it's clearly not.
All right,
It's
we're good on
hilarious.
energy gen. Um, Chat, what am I doing? Oh yeah, cable. Then we get export bus. There we go. And then we just filter that to oxygen. Cool.
Oh, wire snips. There they are.
Thank you for the follow. Nevim Lacey. Can I call you Lacey? I like that name. How am I not following? Hello.
It's because I read the entire Thaumonomicon. I have a little bit of IRL warp going on with my character, unfortunately.
Only a little.
Only a little bit. Only a little bit. A tad, a twinge.
Awesome. I love the name Lacey. Welcome in. Okay, our EBF is good. We've got our platinum residue. And yeah, we're good on that. What is the fluid solidifier? Is that for potassium dust again?
Fluid solidifier is to make potassium ingots, and then macerator to make the
Into
dust.
dust. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably fit this in between the LCRs if we stack it a little bit. Do you mind if I...
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'm going to do... That's the input bus? Okay,
Will
wait.
we be doing a universal multi-block setup? No chance.
I will. What do you mean? I
You
will.
are?
Yeah.
Really?
100%. Yeah, well, not single block. Did he say single block or multi block?
Oh, multi-block. Oh, yeah, I interpreted it as single block. My bad.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, no. Yeah, we are
100%.
not doing single block. We are doing multi-block. Yes.
I will be doing Universal 2.0. Actually, one more, one more. Sorry.
Oh, oh, bro, just voiding fuel.
Yeah,
Shame. Shame.
shame. All right, fluidifier. Jesus,
No, that's not that bad.
you've brainwormed me. We could probably use a LV input bus for this.
Yeah, since we're only putting in 2 stacks. Cool.
Coolio. Nice. And actually, if we can move the fuel line here, because then we can fit a multi-block right next to this, which is the idea. Perfecto. There we go.
I can't wait to try the cake that I made on stream.
We also need to input sulfur, right?
Let me see.
So let's grab another input bus, and I can just import that
Yeah,
from
we do.
mainnet.
We need to input sulfur and oxygen into the LCR.
Cool. I got the oxygen. Let's get this sulfur.
Cool. Do I have a bus on me? Nah. Oh, when I was mining yesterday in the twilights, I just randomly picked up a Hecubuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
It
go.
didn't make any sense. I just randomly picked up a Hecubuck.
It's, one sec, I'll be right back.
Sort of.
Hello, Blade Master. How's it going today? How are you? Finding more and more Hungarians in the GTNH community? Dude, the GTNH community has been growing a lot recently. I'm very impressed by it. Gotta ban a little banovator. Okay, I think this should work, right, Flurb?
Yeah, that should work.
Does it need a circuit number? No. Let's
Uh,
see. Oh, it needs potassium to
no.
start, though.
It does. Yep.
Potassium. Let's do limit insertion.
Oh, 9. I made a traveler's glove, and it actually made me mine slower.
Sorry?
Yeah, it made me mine like considerably slower.
Chat, is he real?
I am real. It's in my backpack.
Did you
I
put
took it off because
redstone on
making me
it?
slower. On the traveler's glove?
Yeah.
Can you?
Chat, this guy. Do you have the combustion gens, by the way?
It,
Yeah, it's like a tinker's tool essentially. So you put redstone on it to increase mining speed. Yeah, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Sorry, there's no way you would have known that. I guess I just thought it was. It's one of those things that you just think is.
I looked it up too. I realized that I could have been in the wrong there.
That's
But
so
no,
funny.
It was just 9 was gaslighting me.
There
Yeah,
are
I just
quests
got
for
into
it. There are in
games.
fact quests for it. So you might be right here.
Hey Mario.
Hello, Mario.
Hello Mario. Oh, look at that. That looks sick.
Yeller. Always active. I guess it never doesn't really matter. All right, the fluid extractor is extracting. That's fucking slow as hell.
Whoops. I thought I duped the glove by accident. Turns out I'm just a doofus.
Damn, why is that
We
so
got
slow?
haste now.
15 seconds at ULV? I have so much of this to go through also. Uh-oh. Oh, I also need output buses and shit. Okay. Rhodium sulfate. Rhodium is the white dust, which will be going all the way that way. So Damn, there's not a lot of space on this EBF that I can put output hatches and shit. Let's
Thank you for the follow,
say
Alma.
output hatch. And then I'll flip this to an output bus. That and that. We still don't have it? What? How much is, oh, it needs circuit 11. Okay, I'm being silly. There you go. GTNH players when reading. Exactly. No, that's exactly right, honestly. I don't know how we're going to cleanly get the rhodium sulfate over to the rhodium area. This EBF having the hatch requirements is just fucking up my mojo.
Lasers.
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 Wait. I have an idea. I can flip-flop this and this, which will actually help me in multiple ways. The bruh just cheered 10 bits. I have arrived.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, welcome.
Bro, come back over here. Come back to the safe area.
Welcome. I wish to see some of the real Debra. None of this HBM spam nonsense. I need to see some real personality traits, okay?
Okay. So I guess we got that whole line set up.
Yeah, we're pretty much there. I need to empty my
Plus
inventory.
the EVF. We are in the osmium area.
We are in the
But we
osmium
can't
area.
do osmium processing because that requires IV distillation tower.
I kind of want to just like set it up until we get the osmium stuff, and then I'll like probably just put a distillation tower there and be sad about it that we can't do anything about it type shit.
Well, we could just like put a shit ton of hatches on it.
I don't know if we can physically fit enough hatches to get that recipe to go.
IV.
You know what I'm saying?
IV, it's EV then IV, right?
Yeah, so we would need
16 HV
we
hatches.
would need 8.
Oh, eight because it's 2 amps per energy hatch.
Exactly, yeah.
Hmm. Well, there's the footprint is 9 blocks. I think we could 9 mentioned. I think we could fit 8 hatches.
Yeah, but then we also need maintenance hatch and input hatch on the first layer.
Oh, that's right. So
Marco
now you're
Bum.
just saying that we could do a mega distillation tower.
He's right, but we don't have a spot to fit it in here.
Yeah, I don't think it would fit. That's the only issue. We could export the acidic osmium solution.
To an outside distillation tower
Yeah.
and then re-import it back.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know if that would work. Can you double tier skip on a multi? Also, let me catch up with my chat. Someone has a question. Marco, hello. First time chatter. Does your universal multi-block tutorial you have on YouTube still work in 2.8? I don't. I think there are some things that are not working that you need to either tweak or work with. There is a universal 2.0 guide on the Discord, on my Discord, and on the main GTNH Discord. If you, if you join my Discord, I'm sure we can direct you to it, and that's the better way to do it now. It has like 3 tick recipe switches, which is 2 times as fast, and then it can work with any non-consumable, and it's full AE2. There's no conduits or filtering involved, so it's really cool. Hollow Wings and a bunch of other people, Samsa and Invisible, all dreamt it up, and it's really cool.
It's actually being donated to us by HypeServe. HypeServe is they've sponsored Project Singularity. So
And he's
they're
telling
hosting
me,
all of the server for us.
and he is telling me that we cannot double tier skip
Uh,
with the distillation tower anymore. Sag.
shoot. No, I was just glazing HypeServe.
Yeah, I mean, deserves the glaze, you know?
I mean, they sponsored all of Project Singularity, so
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're doing all the server hosting for us, so we don't need to worry about anything except for what we do on the server itself, like TPS related.
Yeah, and that's just mostly like a
Literally.
Minecraft limitation at this point. They've given us so many like the server that they've given us is cracked out the was. It's just we do some
Yeah.
stupid shit on a very old game engine.
Yeah. Literally the best CPU you could buy for Minecraft server hosting, 16 gigs of like super fast DDR5 RAM, and no, it's like it's a fantastic package that they've kitted us out with. We owe them a lot for it. A lot of a lot of goodwill.
Oh yeah, Eddie tells me that we can't double tier skip anymore with the
I heard.
so sad.
Yeah. When did that get patched out? You say
Recently.
any more?
I think it was
Oh yeah, yeah,
2.7 or 2.8, honestly.
yeah. Oh, look, it's already running.
It is.
Sick. Good work.
Now I just
Did we put sodium in here?
I put some
Potassium into here?
potassium, yeah.
You did. Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Cool.
I'm gonna make a bunch of
So now
frame
we
drawers.
have this poopy pipe that has rhodium sulfate. Whoa.
Do you want to start the rhodium line? I'll do some
Rhodium
iridium and osmium.
sulfate. Wait, what? Rhodium sulfate coming out of the EBF. Oh, I see.
All right,
It was
here.
hidden there. It was hidden in the flowchart there.
What was the?
The rhodium sulfate.
Oh,
I'm like, I haven't seen that before. It's like, are we making the right thing? It sounds like it. I mean, we're trying to make rhodium.
we are.
Oh man.
Let's see. I have leech residue. I need another blast furnace here. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need both the leech residue and rhodium sulfate coming over
For Ruth. For what? For
for
ruthenium, right?
rhodium. For rhodium.
I don't think you need leech residue for rhodium.
Oh no, my bad. It
Yeah, yeah.
makes leech residue, so I could give it back to you so that you could put it back in a EBF to make rhodium, sodium ruthenate dust and rarest metal residue. Ugh, these names disgusting.
Yeah, yeah. Just let me know. Just make a drawer of it, and then I'll figure out a way to
Yep,
get it back over.
sure, sure, sure. All right, let's get started then.
I might mute so I can
Whatever.
like explain my processes, and then we can like reconvene
Yeah,
after a bit. Okay,
we will remap. We will, yes,
perfect.
we
I'll
will
see you in
meet
a
back
bit.
up.
All right, chat. I want to lock in on this part. So what we have here is this is
Oh,
iridium. Oh, whoops. We have iridium, osmium, and ruthenium. You can mouse over, and you get the atomic composition of this dust. We're gonna get the osmium part of this out of the way, and on the way we get sodium ruthenate, which goes into ruthenium, and rarest metal residue, which is osmium and iridium. We'll further pare that down to acidic osmium solution, which is just osmium and acidic or iridium metal residue dust. So let's get that going. This will be extract on black, I think, is what I want. I need to snake these conduits in between here. Thank you for the follow. Dralso, how's it going? Oh, damn it. It's left click, isn't it? Okay, now we have the conduit connection that I want. Geez, these conduits are sometimes hard to work with. And let's make another EBF. Had to restart PC. I am back. Hello, back. I'm 9. And yes, I will make that joke every single time. Thank you, Spilled, with the tier 1 sub for my terrible dad joke. I'm glad somebody liked it. Reached quota. Okay. That's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. Goddamn. Let's put half of these chrome coils and then heat proof. All right, that should be enough. Let's see. Let's wire this up. Platline is very complex. This is definitely the most complex line in the pack. So don't be, if you feel overwhelmed by this, do not be surprised. Let's take the energy hatches. I'll split them here so that way Flurben can see them. Yeah, 100% I'd say that Platline is the biggest line in the pack. There's other lines. There's like more complex, more power hungry lines, but none with a scope as big as Platline, I would say. Especially for the tier that you're making it in. You don't really have a lot of tools to like make this line as efficient as, or like as simple as possible. And by tools I mean like AE2 automation tools and stuff like that. Monazite line might be bigger, but no one ever does it, or no one should ever do it, in my humble opinion. Because monazite line is fucking fake. And the only thing you need to do is that first step in order to get some product that I'm forgetting. All right, leach residue plus saltpeter and salt water. This will be interesting. Monazite line is my favorite line. Cranking out like 30k samarium. I just think that there are better ways to get samarium. You know what I mean? Like I would do Bast line because it has some other products that are good. But like if you're gonna go for bees for europium, the monazite line really has no benefit other than just being a long samarium line. Knack line is pretty good. I don't mind it. I've also never done it. DOBBOP is what I'm gonna say. Dozens of byproducts B. That thing is powerful. Okay. How the hell? Yeah, that's it. How the hell? I'm wondering about the salt water here. Maybe I should look forward a bit. Is there a recycle for salt water on this line? I don't see any chem reactor recipes that look like they recycle salt water. Waste liquid, no. Although I seem to remember a mixer with water and salt. So I wonder if somewhere along this line. Yep, there it is. NaRuO. There's the sodium that goes into the sodium ruthenate. So ruthenium tetroxide heated turns into salt. There we go. And water. So I guess the salt gets recycled fully. I'm hoping. RIP LEG. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I did do knack in the end, but like barely. So I guess I need a mixer for salt water. Let's go pattern that. LEG depreciation is such a tragedy. It was a little overpowered. Let's be honest here. Let's be a little bit honest. That shit was too strong. The LEG is a magical generator from 2.6 or 7 that I used to use. And yeah, it carried me from IV to UV. And I think I had 8 times 64, I think of 512 UV amps using a couple of alvearies and some bees, and that's it. It was a little bit powerful. I wonder if the saltpeter needs to be provided though. So I'm actually gonna, for now, let's hook up saltpeter from the outside. And I guess I'll do this generator here with a mixer for salt water. What's the best way to do this? So I need to get water into here. I need to get saltpeter into one of these bus places. Whoops. It's a weird fucking song. No circuit, just leach residue, saltpeter, salt water, steam. Do I do anything with the steam? I feel like I remember the oil cracker being used in this line. Bastnasite mud. Propene. Maybe not. Maybe that got changed. Oh, I forgot my number one rule. What am I doing? Instead of using export buses for items, and then when you later can do fluids as well, use a interface and a conveyor. We could use filtered conveyors because we could just set them to whatever. Let's do every 5 seconds. It'll import a stack. I forgot about that. So maybe we could just do this and then a conduit. I don't really need filters. I just need to stock salt and saltpeter, honestly. Because this just won't mix into anything useful, which is fine. Also a weird song. God, I need to put on something good. What's going on? Halo ODST ambience with rain. This could be good. Kissing lasers tech goes nuts. Dude, that is not English. There's no world in which that is English. One sec. What power would you recommend for the first time playing the pack? My friend and I are in EV, we're using CBD. That's a good question. I think nukes are really disproportionately strong. So if you have someone who likes like at Steve's Factory Manager and SFM, you should try that around EV. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do nukes, although we'll probably do like MOX or plutonium. Nitrobenzene is kind of like you can't really go wrong with it, or just benzene in general. It's slow, it's passive, it will always be on if you set it up right. Uh, That's pretty much it. I guess you could get to rocket fuel pretty soon, but not exactly EV. I don't think CBD is, I think it's too complicated of a line to justify using it, is what I would say. Where are my covers at? This is ODST? Deference for darkness. Wow. I had no clue what this was from. Why is it doing that? What the fuck? What are some powerful building tools? I can't think of that off the top of my noggin. What's the thing called? Thirsty tank. Damn, this soundtrack fucking slaps. What the fuck? Damn. Ring of Loki is good. Matter Manipulator. Yeah, that's another big one. I just found your Discord and found Universal 2.0. We'll try to figure it out. Thank you. I've also seen your composer. You have some music you composed? Yeah, actually. I composed 3 tracks for the GTNH soundtrack. Um, Absolute Zero is the menu theme, which I'm very proud of. Oh, I hear the Destiny in this. That's crazy. That's really cool. So the composer for Halo, Michael Salvatore, and there's one more guy that I'm forgetting right now, Martin O'Donnell. Those guys worked on the first Destiny game, the soundtrack, and I remember that one fondly. All right, how the fuck do I make salt water? Do I need a circuit for this? Circuit 3? What the hell? I love Absolute Zero. It makes me feel too many things. I'm glad. That's very kind. I'm very proud of that one. All right, so we've got saltpeter. We've got our leach residue dust. What are we missing here? A steam output and output buses, I guess, is a very valid thing to be missing. Man, I don't have any fucking input bus space. Jesus. How am I going to do this? Let's do maintenance hatch here. We'll do output bus down here, and I'm hoping that the steam hatch can go... Actually, I can probably void excess steam here. So let's do that. And then I will change this. I like that chord. I I don't know if you guys knew this. This is probably not crazy ball, but you can do void excess fluids in the controller. All right, that should work. I'm very confused as to why it's not. Saltpeter. What am I missing? Leach residue, saltpeter, salt water, saltpeter, salt water. Leach residue should be in here. I think I need a sanity check on this one, chat. Thank you for introducing me to Klaus Schultz. I hear his influence in your music heavy. Yeah, he's very heavy in Absolute Zero, for sure. I'm genuinely I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what I'm doing here. Like what? Why is this not turning on? You have everything. Input hatch, input bus, input bus. It's on. It's got zero liquid in the turbo combustion generator. Okay, that is definitely one piece of the puzzle. I feel an explosion coming on today, chat. Like, there's nothing happening in my brain. Like, am I insane? Like, that is the recipe, right? And voiding excess fluids should be fine. I mean, release me. All right, let's put an output hatch at the top for steam. Let's hope that that's what it is. I really could not tell you. Is it one of the tricky ones that needs an output hatch in the bottom layer? I mean, if it does, my question is, why is it like messing with me right now? Covered muffler? No, it's got its muffler. Because I'm voiding excess fluids, right? Let's try an output hatch at the top. I need one. No, not Flurben cam. Yeah, he's got all the input hatches, that's why. Oh, I need an output hatch. Whoops. What are you making? We're making Platline today, Orange. Come on, man. Is this like a different salt water? I'm so confused. Flurben, are you
You
there?
asked me to speak at the line. I'm here.
Can you help me? I am going fucking
Sure.
insane.
Yeah, what's
This
up?
electric blast furnace is not seeing this recipe. Um,
Uh,
I'm
you're
inputting.
giving it the inputs, right?
Sorry?
You're giving it the inputs. This is for ruthenium, right?
This is to turn leach residue dust into sodium ruthenate and rarest metal residue dust.
Okay, cool.
So I
There's
got,
no recipe here.
yeah, but
What are the inputs that you have in there?
so I have leach residue right here. I have saltpeter in this input bus right here. And I
Are they
have,
full? Like, do you have vast quantities?
yes.
Okay. And then do you have salt water?
Why is input separation on? By default. Oh my god, what the fuck? Who decided that, chat?
It looks like you got it. Fantastic. Rubber ducky method, right?
Orange got me, dude. What?
Rubber ducky method.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm your animal, yellow animal. Okay.
Well, okay, that was inexplicable, chat. I'm gonna be honest, but it works. We're good. Thank you for the debug. Genuinely tweaking out at that point. 1 by 2. It's always on by default. Also, how did you sleep? I slept well, but not much. I should probably get some more sleep. Sleep, what's that? Hello, world map. How's it going? All right, let me put a gigantic upgrade in this. And I'm just gonna empty my fucking inventory at this point. I don't need all this shit. Perfect. Perfect. All right, what is wrong with you at this point? You're missing potassium disulfate, which is probably because we don't, well, we have enough potassium. Probably because this fluid extractor is slow as fuck. Damn, how many fluid extractors are we gonna need on this? This is actually ridiculous that this is the slowest part. I need some better tunes. You know what? Plastic Tears by Masayoshi Takanaka. That's where we're going today. Steam Fluid Extractor Multi-Win. I think they're merging the extractor recipes. No, they're merging the canner recipes, not the extractor recipes. All right, as this slowly comes through, we're getting sodium ruthenate and rarest metal residue. The one that I actually care about is rarest metal residue, which we need one more blast furnace with hydrochloric acid. God damn it. We're just making every single blast furnace today. I wish we had matter manipulator, then I could copy and paste. I wish we had copy and paste on the matter manipulator at least. I love MM each more by the day. Yeah, dude, recursive pineapple cooked on that. Matter manipulator is like a survival world edit, and it pulls from your ME system once you get to a certain level, and it can like copy and paste stuff. It copies a bunch of Gregtech settings, like Gregtech specific settings, which I find really impressive, like covers and all that stuff. Very powerful. What the fuck am I doing? It's fucking brain fog Tuesday or something, bro. If only you could copy patterns with fluid in them. What do you mean by that? Hello, back. How's it going? I'm 9. I just can't help myself at a certain point. All right, let's get conduits and a filter. This will extract, well, let's do insert on black. And then we'll filter this to rarest metal residue dust. And then we'll extract on black, always active. Can copy patterns and interfaces, but not ones with fluids in them. Wow. Interesting. I don't know why I would want to do that. I would actually want that to be removed. Weird. Thank you for the 100 bits. Original joke. Always love the positivity you bring to your content. I am positively silly with it most days. All right, let's do a quick check here. Rarest metal residue dust turns into acidic osmium solution. It requires 500 hydrochloric, 1:1 osmium solution in water, and then more hydrochloric. So I actually think that this is negative on chlorine. So we might just want to make an on-site hydrochloric LCR like right here. Or here maybe, I don't know, one of the two. Because then that'll provide to this, and it will provide to the LCR afterward. Let's do output bus, output hatch. I've played all the mods 3 times. Wow, that's a lot. I have never played all the mods. I'm going to be honest with you. One of these I should. One of these days I should, because I put all the mods in my server tags, or my Discord, no, my Twitch tags. My brain. All right, that's iridium metal residue, so that's just a drawer. Now chat, that's just fucking embarrassing. We're out of sticks. I can't say this is a new thing. That was diabolical. Yeah, we have like zirconium passived. We don't have sticks. One of these days, chat. Promise. Trust, trust, trust. E9E. What the? There's 9 of them? Let me guess. Flurben has all of the LCRs. Yep. There it is. How did we run out of chemically inert machine casings? I swear I crafted like 100,000 of them. Whack. Alright, so this will be hydrochloric acid. Just H and Cl. It's pretty shrimple. Just need 2 fluid export buses, input hatches, which are probably in Flurben's inventory. Actually, he was probably tallying those pretty specifically, so. 10 Enigmatica packs? I remember E2E was like the good one. Well, what happened? Why are there so many now? What gives? Gregtech Odyssey? Now that's some fucking ball right there. How would I build sloped windows? Like half block from architecture craft don't work? I actually know the answer to this question. It's not framed blocks. It's build. Let me. I have some of them. There's like one specific way. It's so weird. I think they fixed glass with architecture blocks. Um, Carpenter's wedge slope. Carpenter's wedge slope. Don't ask me why I know this, but yeah. Something I'm not willing to try currently. Too much investment. It is a lot of investment. World map. You know more than most. Let's see, hydrogen, chlorine. Hopefully we have enough hydrogen and chlorine for this. All right, one hatch came through. Our chemically inert casings. All right, we need maintenance hatch, which I'll put here. And then we need our HCl input for one of these. Is this a fresh EBF? Please? Please tell me I don't need to make another one. Please, please. Okay, we're good. It's about to crash out. Now I am about to crash out because I don't know where I'm gonna... How the fuck I'm gonna get an input hatch on this. Jesus. Oh god, that's gross. Vibrant. I could probably swing it though. Oh, Hecuba's online. What the hell? Okay. Let's go. Let's pattern these ender fluid conduits. Just so we have them. And then I'll just multiply this. And then we have this, which I'll do. Ender fluid conduits. Vibrant alloy plates is next. Nope. I really just need to go back to bed, bro. I'm getting trolled. There we go. Ender fluid conduit, 32 AU. Super tank of hydrochloric acid. Let me keep... catch up with chat. Auto taping hatches in IV? What the? GTNL? Is someone GTNLing right now? The best part for me is you can make up rules and restrictions and you're still able to progress, but in other packs, they don't really have multiple ways to obtain different resources. I agree. Actually, that is something that I sleep on a lot, is that Gregtech has so many ways that you can possibly play the game if you want to, which I really fuck with that. All right, here's where it's going to get interesting. So I need to get rid of this conduit connection, do this, put an ender fluid conduit here, insert on, let's say white, and then grab this all the way around. Why is it trying to connect to the ME cable? Please, please, what? Ender IO, what? What? That just doesn't make any fucking sense. His ass is not in inventory. Oh my god. I think it's a left click maybe? No. I want to do a super flat survival GTNH soon. I think that would be very fun. And I could edit that in a very fun way as well. Extract on white. Always active. And then output etch. I talk with the other player and they think that what I do is more complicated than GOG. Yeah, it most definitely probably is. Dimensionless runs are pretty hard because I think even in GOG you go to different dimensions for the mob drops. So dimension lock does get a little intense. All right, circuit 9 for hydrochloric acid. Get our that. Then we need to actually plug this shit in, which requires pipe. Oh, I fucked up. There we go. All right, hopefully no explosions today. What am I missing here? Is it circuit 8? I always do this wrong. Oh, it's fucking circuit 8 for 9,000 liters of hydrogen, bro. Bro, PMO, bro. I might do a pull report just to fix that high key. And let's do the same logic to turn it off at half, just so we could recycle if we need to. Uh, uh, weighted pressure plate heavy. All right, we have two. Maybe I'll hold off on that for now then. This should be able to go if I give it maintenance and power. Oh, what a day. Turning off input separation. All right, let's see what's wrong this time. You've got HCl. You've got rarest metal residue dust. Is it a circuit number? Yeah, circuit 11. Okay. Perfect. All right, what we're going to do is we can't do anything with the acidic osmium solution yet because we need that IV distillation tower, which is 2 EV hatches. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll just put a little thing and then stainless. Do I have stainless steel casings? No, I'm just going to put some frame boxes there and we'll know. You and I will know. We'll know. Never reading in-game chat again. Worst mistake of my life. Okay. So I'll super tank that. An overflow void excess. And cool. Now we can start Iridium, finally. That's all it took. Started with a no rocket run and my past bad experience with the Nether that I decided Dimless was possible. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I think it's most fun when you don't know something is possible and then you try to make it happen. That's my opinion. It's like cool. All right, I'm changing this shit brown. I'm gonna regret this because I need to recolor everything, but whatever. Whoops. Fluid extractor was accidentally caught in the crossfire. Tired. Me too, Spilled. Me too. I'm gonna take a nice nap after this. I think, should I start Iridium? I'm gonna look at Iridium and we'll see how bad it is. Because we did most of osmium today, which I'm happy with, but there's definitely more to do. Let's see, iridium metal residue is, oh god, another blast furnace. Let's get the chrome coils going. All right, we blast furnace into sludge dust, residue dust, which I really don't care about because it's just gold and silicon dioxide, so trash that. Iridium dioxide we do care about because we hydrochloric acid this into acidic iridium solution. Then we combine it with ammonium chloride. And ammonium chloride is, okay, 1-to-1. So we're getting ammonia out of this. This is basically, we'll need to loop this with chlorine. And then the chlorine comes back in a full loop here, I think, because calcium chloride we get out of this. We get iridium dust and metallic sludge dust, residue dust, which I don't care about. So the end of this is very chill, other than the hydrochloric acid, which doesn't seem to loop, but well, actually, no, it does loop. So we'll need another LCR. So let's get this going. This isn't too bad at all. So EBF, 2 LCRs plus the ammonium chloride LCR, so that's 3. 4 for the calcium recipe makes iridium. Then the calcium chloride needs to be solidified, electrolyzed, and then the chlorine needs to get reconstituted into the ammonia and looped. We might need to do like an excess chlorine thing here, but that's really, really easy now. Okay. Oh, actually, I don't need to break that. That goes there. I got a lot done today. How was your day? I just woke up, so it's to be determined. I'm gonna have a nice cat nap after this, probably. You know, get dinner, nap. And then I'm probably gonna work on some. There's Galaxia mod. That is, GTNH devs are making a new space mod because they're, I don't know, I guess fed up with Galacticraft being janky and old. And so they're looking for a lot of sound design stuff. And I've been deciding, I designed a really cool rocket sound, which I'm proud of. And I'm going to do some gantry, like rocket assembly sounds, because they actually want to make, I think, like modular rockets that you can assemble in different ways, like Kerbal Space Program. So that's pretty cool. So that's probably going to be my night tonight. Very chill. If you guys are developers and you'd like to get in and help on the project, I'm sure they would love that. GTNH is like open dev most of the time. Like if you're like not trolling, right? As long as you're not hard trolling, that's a very important part. What is this goofy ass song? Okay, so we need to get that dust over to here, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm gonna do input bus here, output bus, and we're gonna filter this to sludge dust, residue dust, which, as you can tell, not super useful by just by the name. Sadly, I'm not good at writing in Java. I don't think anyone is. Maybe my friend Leaf, he's pretty good at Java, but... All right, iridium dioxide will go out this way. Chat, I really don't like that. Do you see what I'm seeing? I think Duct is trolling us. I think we're getting trolled by someone. That's a really rough troll, honestly. I do know how to deal with this though. We just put this in our NEI. We grab an export bus. We export to here. Let me grab a trash can. Rip. Sorry, you can't troll us today. No, I am not picking that shit up, bro. I do not need to die right now. That would be so overstimulating. All right, our coils are still coming through. While that's doing that, I'm going to organize the rest of the line because we'll get iridium dioxide, which is just hydrochloric acid. I honestly don't think I need to make two. Oh, I guess if it loops. Let's do a quick calculation here if it full loops. So 64 iridium metal residue dust turns into 64 iridium dioxide dust, which turns into 64 acidic osmium or iridium solution, 64 hydrochloric acid, all very even. 192 kiloliters of ammonium chloride is needed, and that turns back into ammonia. That's a full loop. So hydrochloric acid 1 to 1 to 1. So currently we're putting 256k liters of hydrochloric acid in. And then the iridium chloride comes out and we get calcium chloride, which is 192 kiloliters of calcium chloride, which turns into 192 dust, which is 3 times 64. So we get 128k chlorine back and 128 calcium dust, which that calcium loops. Okay, so we're actually losing half of our chlorine each time we do this. So what that means for us is that I'm going to do another low prio chlorine thing on our main net and then just use this hydrochloric acid in this line because I don't want to deal with, I don't want to just make another one because it's kind of a waste. I'm going to steal half of the generators from Flurben. All right, so one chem reactor. One more chem reactor, so it's 2. Ammonium chloride we need, that's 3. 4 for this. Fluid solidifier. Electrolyzer. Okay. I still need a way to place a lot of microblocks. The Ring of Loki can do that. It's not perfect, but that is the only way I know to place mass microblocks. Honestly, I should put one of these, the chloride. No, this is fine. This is fine. This works for me. Molchadoma. Does this hit? Maybe. It's doing okay for now. Okay, okay, this goes. This goes. God damn it. Fuck my Chungus life, bro. I put them all in the wrong block. This is where matter manipulator would come in so handy. Honest to God. I'm so sad we don't have copy paste matter manipulator yet. Alright, Canthal. What's happening with our Cupro or our Nichrome coils? Is Flurben just stealing them all? Curse of the Baubles refresh. Every time Flurben leaves and rejoins, all of my baubles refresh, including the glide mode for this stupid Raven mantle. It's a very well-known bug that still exists in 2.9, which is vexing. At the bottom is what this song roughly translates to. That's cool. That kind of fits the vibe for sure. Where is this rarest metal residue dust coming from? Where do I put it? Ah, right there. Hello, ZQM Laser Cloud. How's it going? I gotta check on this coil block. I don't know what's going on here. Is it just slow? It is just slow. It's 20 seconds per coil block. Knee deep in Platline? Yeah. I got most of it out of the way. The osmium is as far as it can go for now, and then I just want to get iridium done. And I'm gonna go take my well-earned nap. Maybe get some food as well. How are you doing today, ZQM? Yeah, I posted this really fucking funny video yesterday. I don't did I tell you guys about this already? I'm a big boulderer. I love rock climbing. I've been rock climbing for like 10 years now. And I showed up to the gym in my normal Timberlands. I only have like one pair of shoes that I wear, which is my Timberlands. And I was just, I'm having a lazy day, just chillaxing. And my friend goes, yo, I was like, yo, I want to get a video of this cool climb that has like a dyno in it, a lache, which is where you suspend it on like a ceiling. Basically, you're holding onto like a ceiling by holds, and you swing back and forth and then use that momentum to jump to another suspended place on a ceiling. It's like monkey bars. So my friend was like, yeah, just do it right now. And I was like, in the Timbs? And he was like, yes. So I got a really funny video of me doing a V7 climb entirely in Tim's with this really funny dyno. I really love the video. It's so good. It's in my Discord. If you guys are curious, you want to hype me up about it. I just think it's funny. All right, let's get our input bus inputted and bust. First time of the year, enjoying the evening sun outside a bar feels nice. That's so real. I was driving yesterday. It was so fucking beautiful. The skies were like emerald, and there was clouds over it. It was like windy. That is my favorite weather by far. Like, oh man, it was so beautiful last night. And it's just like warm enough that you never need to think about being warm. Oh, that shit hits like nothing else. It was a nice end. Yeah, it was clean. It was clean. And it was really fun. All right, how are we going to do this? Maybe I'll take this conduit line up this way. We'll do extract on black because I don't feel like thinking. And then, yeah, we'll just bring it all the way around. And I guess I can move this again. A little gross, but not inadmissible. Spaghetti. Yeah, it's getting spaghetti at this point. Our plat part of the plat line is beautiful, and that's all I really care about, really. Because we don't really need all these byproducts until much later. We're just like stockpiling at this point. This is for the love of the game. Um, what I do care about is that this initial plat line is both strong and it is perfectly ratioed out and it is clean. That's what I care about. And I am very proud of that one. This shit is just something. All right, that should be the coils we need. Hopefully. Oh, that's where all my nichrome coils are going. Oh my god. This whole time I was tweaking out. What is he doing here? Please don't tell me this is salt water. Flurben, are you there?
It does. Hey, yeah, I just realized I need to move this conduit.
What are you making in this EBF?
This EBF is making rhodium salt dust.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, all right. I was scared because I saw the mixer in the water and I was like, are you also making sodium ruthenate?
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
you're doing ruthenium.
Okay, that's good. That's
Bro,
good.
when you asked me that, I had the same thought. Wait, are we making the same
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. I was like, uh-oh. Oh, all right. I'm glad we're on the same page. Perfect.
All right. Go.
Not gonna lie, it's always fun seeing another climber out in the wild. Yeah, there's a lot of us now. I think climbing has been like getting huge recently. All right, so that's that. That just needs to be flicked on, I guess. Do we not have a maintenance hatch? Is that the issue? Let's put a maintenance in there. Nice. Okay. Input separation is off. No valid recipe found. Input bus iridium metal residue dust. Circuit 1. Okay. That's silly. But it is what it is. Chat, I forgot something a little bit important, which is actually plugging in my goddamn machines. Schizo 9. Yeah, yeah. There's no denying. Меня их трое. Okay, I see why people like this a lot. This is good. It's a good song. Alright, let's turn this mode on. Line mode doesn't work sometimes because each of the uh, the pipes needs to have the exact same amount of each fluid in them, which is so silly to me, but it is what it is. Finger dash, cheers, Russian friends. There's always a bigger Greg, implies a Greg singularity. Someone's got to do it. I think that's the twist token. Our TPS is surprisingly doing okay. I wonder if the ducklings unloaded some of the expensive stuff. Okay, that's working. Let's go. 0.8 per second, that'll work. The iridium dioxide, we just mash that with some hydrochloric. I'm just going to use fluid conduit here. Hopefully I can make it all the way over to my destination. 2, 7, 8. Yeah, that works. Input hatch. And then iridium dioxide turns into acidic iridium solution. So we need one more hatch output this time. Luckily, this is linear as hell, so this should be very chill from here on out. There's like a loop or two, but it's chill as hell. And this is the ammonium chloride bit. So that's 2 input hatches to make ammonium chloride, iridium chloride dust and ammonia. And then we'll do the ammonium chloride here, and then we'll do the iridium in that. Beautiful. Good. All right, this will be locked to acidic iridium. You need to be insert on white. That's pretty fast. That's not bad. And then this should be an input bus. I like biochem, like IRL. Like, okay. I feel like biochem is the most like weird part of chemistry. It's like where all the rules are like there's no like equations that I can just follow like stoic. It's just like it's all work and no play. Iridium dioxide. Got that. Perfect. Acidic iridium solution. And let's just get a gigantic pipe to buffer that up. That goes into here, acidic iridium solution plus ammonium chloride. And we can also buffer that up with a pipe. All right, so we're going to input ammonium chloride here. So that will be filtered on the output hatch. That'll be ammonium chloride. And the output of this is ammonia, which we will output here. And that will create kind of a loop here. We need to start this off with some ammonia, so I can actually just grab some from downstairs. We are running very low on ammonia. What's going on with that? And then the final thing that we need to make ammonium chloride is hydrochloric acid, obviously. Is there like a better circuit for this? Probably not. We do need some more ender fluid conduits if I'm going to do it this way. I think I'll probably go back in my own time and redo the networking here, because this is starting to get a little bit gross the way that I have it. I don't know if there's much I can do to really change anything long term. I think I should be able to at least clean up the ender fluid conduits a little bit if I do some special stuff, but I don't think anything crazy is going to happen. How does this have water and salt water? Do I want to know? I'm actually really scared. Why? Yeah, what? Uh-oh. Because you shouldn't be extracting from here. So that has water and salt water. Okay, that's all hydrochloric. Okay. Desalinates your water? Damn, bro, what the fuck, man? Why you gotta do me like that? It's fucked up. Okay, I think if I give this a circuit 1, this should do what it needs to do. There we go. The ammonium chloride ends up here, which is perfect. And then I do this, and then I make an output bus. And I don't think I need to drawer this, but let's just pop this on. There we go. Iridium chloride dust, which is what I want here. And then finally, we just do some chem reactions. The last frontier. Hello, Philzin. How's it going? Hi, Nine. Haven't caught you live for a while. I haven't caught you either, Philzin. How are you doing? I am, we're platlining right now in HV. It's very silly. Yeah, and that's just, we just calcium. Okay, so then the calcium is looping. And that turns into, what again? Iridium, metallic sludge dust, residue dust, which I don't give a fuck about, and calcium chloride. So I need 2 output buses, 1 output hatch. That works for me. And here's the Prime sub. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have one of these. I think we've looped Mulshot Doma at this point. Huh. Maybe we haven't. All right, we're going to put the output bus for iridium dust here. I really degaff about, I do not give a fuck about the metallic sludge dust residue dust, which is just a centrifuge into nickel and copper. Like, we just have much more of that than we'll ever need from XP crafting. So I'm at least going to be not a dick to it. I'm going to give it a drawer. And I'm going to give it a void upgrade. So it'll at least go out with some type of, pride, I would say. And I need another drawer for iridium, which I'll storage bus. The album is a bit monotone, still great though. Fair enough. Good album. It reminds me of why people like Stranger Things, right? It's that 80s nostalgia combined with something special, I think. All right, we'll do extract only iridium dust. I guess we can do bidirectional. And then just high prio it. All right, so from here we'll do an output hatch and input bus because we need to loop the calcium here. This output hatch will be calcium chloride. And then let's get some calcium. And back once more. Hello, back once more. God, dude, I need help. I need help, guys. I'm so sorry. There we go. Our first and last iridium that I will ever, ever need. We can't even do anything with iridium for so long. I'm just doing it for the sillies at this point. See, we got a good amount of acidic osmium solution, but this really, that means we have, what, 1, it's 10 times less, and then it's 1,000 times. So every 10,000 acidic osmium solution is 1 dust. So we literally have 13 osmium dust. Congratulations, guys. Oh my god. And it's definitely the fluid extractor, which I can just make an array of them right here or something. Look at that. Let's put our upgrades in here. Nice to have it early so you can make those IV hatches. Yeah, but we can't make those for a while based on our rules. Can we do anything fun with iridium ingots? Like, just by themselves? SMD inductors. You can use osmiridium. I think there is a way to get osmiridium in EV. That's doable. LUV TPV. Yeah, that's also doable. We can do that with our Mega EBF. As long as we get our TPV coils up. I'm an aerospace engineer. Thank you for informing me about this new space mod. I am deeply happy now. Yeah, you should go over and help them dev. Even like concept dev is sometimes welcome in the AOI. All right, let's work on recycling the calcium chloride. So this we need to fluid solidify. We're making 200 a second, and we need 1,000 to solidify. So yeah, 1 fluid solidifier should be good. Even at LV would be fine. And then electrolyze at MV to turn it back into chlorine and calcium. Okay. I think Flurben probably has all the combustion gens on him. I just need 2, actually. I played with Galactic Craft so long. Okay, curious, what's your policy for creators using your tracks on stream or in vids? I have my policy on my videos. Basically, if it comes up in like for Twitch streams, I think that's fine. You can use it whenever. Just make sure to mention me. But for videos specifically, it says in the description that you need to credit me with a little tag when the music track comes on saying like Absolute Zero by Soul 9 for a couple of seconds, and just whenever it comes on, you credit. I do that for all the music that I do in my videos anyway, so I think it's a good practice for anyone. But yeah, that's basically it. If you'd like to use my music, feel free. Just make sure to follow the README or whatever. If you want the wave files, like the uncompressed files, you can talk to me in my Discord and I can get those to you, and the README and all that. I need conduits and pipe. Let's do this, this. That's an energy hatch. Okay. That should be outputting automatically, I think. Oh, there we go. Yeah, facing direction. Classic. And then we just need to give that power. What are we listening to? Windows 96. Okay. All right, this needs to be fluid solidified on circuit 1 to calcium chloride, and we just literally provide that straight to the electrolyzer. Let's do on gray, light gray, insert on light gray. That's already going, lovely. And then we'll auto outport the fluids up this direction, and then extract on white, always active, insert on white. And that should recycle the calcium. And I think, yeah, it should actually be entirely even. And we're just missing that one calcium that's in the thing. Perfect. The last thing I'm going to do is we're going to get a super tank for chlorine, and we are going to put this on mainnet the same way we did this one. And we're just going to put it on extract only with a extremely low priority, which means that this will be pulled from first. And that allows us to just loop the chlorine without too much issue. So I need a storage bus. Nine DJ set before GTA 6 would be crazy. I've actually done some DJing in my time. I'm interested in doing more. I would love the idea of DJing. I think this looks cleaner, so I'm just going to do it this way. All right, that's connected. That's all bidirectional. This is going to be partitioned. We're just going to be extract only. And we're going to put this on priority, negative 9,000. And well, I guess it doesn't really matter. 9,000 is fine. And then we'll void overflow if needed. And the way this works is that the chlorine is being re-exported into this super tank of this hydrochloric acid maker anyway. So anything excess just automatically gets pulled to this because this is mainnet chlorine. So it works. How much A2 is available before EV? Pretty much all of it except for fluid crafting. We have titanium passived. Got 79,000 titanium ingots, so we're good. The shit that we can't do is like fluid discretizer, because that requires EV components. And then there's a lot of like actual blocks, like the molecular assembler is funnily enough EV assembling machine. And then some of like the A2 like charging station and stuff like that also does not work because it's EV components. All right, now that we have this all down, I think it would be appropriate to perhaps look at rewiring little bits of this so that way it's a little like cleaner. I think my first idea would be to move the LCR to the left one, and then that would make the hydrochloric acid distribution a little bit cleaner. That is one option. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it would look better, so I think it's worth doing. Ugh. Extract on white. Always active. This is hydrogen and chlorine. I've been dabbling in DJing for a good 3 years. Haven't played a show in ages, but that's not as fun for me, TBH. You should do those YouTube sets. You know, people who just like do a set in their living room or whatever and post it on YouTube. That shit is fire. I love the There's one guy like Yusuke Yukimatsu or something. I don't, maybe I'm getting his name wrong. Um, he does like DJ sets on well, I mean, I discovered him through a DJ set on YouTube. And I thought that was really cool. I would DJ on Twitch, but the rules exclude a ton of my favorite music. Exactly. Yeah. 100%. There's no point in DJing if you can't play the music that you actually enjoy, which is partially why I remain on Twitch and I'm not on YouTube for Twitch or for streaming. Also, just the Twitch community and integrations I feel are like much better. I like talking with you guys. I like the raids, the whole vibe of the community. I feel like is just much more accessible in Twitch. Yusuke is pretty cool. He's been touring a lot. Yeah, I've seen now that he's blown up because that one YouTube video. Okay, that should clean up quite a bit of this wiring. The only thing we could theoretically do now is I just don't like this right here, this reach. What could we do about that? Because that needs to go there. This conduit needs to go all the way around to here. I think it's fine for now. It's not perfect, but nothing ever is. Let's turn this bad boy back on. There you go. And then I guess the last thing we can do is add some more fluid extractors, which would greatly speed this up. How many do I want to add? Agreed with Twitch. I think it's cool that it's all streaming now instead of just video games, but gaming is still where it's at. Yeah, exactly. You can have personality streamers, but boiler room, that's what it is. Okay, I don't even know how much of this I need. 360. These recipes are taking like a fucking fraction of a second. Please enlighten me. 1.25 seconds for 360. So 288 per second. And this makes, in the fluid extractor, let's say we get HV, 3.75 seconds for 144. So that is 144 divided by 3.75 equals 288 divided by 338.4. We would need 8 fluid extractors. Do I feel like making 8? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could, chat. We really could. I think we will. All right, I'm stealing those gens. Robust autocrafting in HP is so cool. I actually really highly agree with that. It's really nice having everything. Just being able to like send something to craft and you're good is kind of ridiculous, honestly. Ooh, we also need to be able to get the potassium back here. I guess we can do something like that. I don't really like that though. Oh, I have an idea. We do that, and then we have this lane open to redistribute potassium. And then we're good. I don't know how we're gonna get that shit over here, but we can certainly try. I can flip the side that this is on, actually. But I don't think that actually helps me. What's the biodiesel setup? Yeah, I guess we can look at that because that's what we've been just throwing biodiesel around willy-nilly. I might as well check up on this thing. Wonder if it has maintenance issues at this point. Wow, still no maintenance issues. So we are using a highly overchanted diamond spike and squids to make copious amounts of raw calamari. I don't know why that's getting stuck, but it's scaring me. Perhaps we need to flip the side of this, actually. Good that you had me check this, I guess. Come on, man. Any eyes in the way, bro. Okay, that should solve it because the magnet is on this side. But yeah, that's the setup we have for fish oil. Yep, exactly. And then the fish oil is set through a whole biodiesel thing. The devious 100k raw calamari on the ground. Actually, you know what? Let's check the TPS after that. Honestly, didn't make a fucking difference, if I'm gonna be completely honest. We need some bigger range item collectors, though. Maybe we can get a hopper hawk on top. Yeah, and that's just fish oil. We extract it in our fucking 40 fluid extractors into fish oil. And then fish oil is turned into biodiesel with methanol and sodium hydroxide, right? Glycerol, something, something, something. We recycle the glycerol with 10 electrolyzers to get an excess of hydrogen and oxygen. It's pretty cool. It's a good setup. This shit just benzene with extra steps. Pretty much, honestly. Except instead of a wood farm, it's a fish farm, so. And there's no pyrolyze ovens, thank God. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, making 8 fluid extractors. Oh, this cleans up a lot, actually. Because then I can move these conduits. Yeah, okay. I'm liking where this is going. Now, these are HV, those are HV. Here's the real question. What the fuck are we gonna do here? Okay, round robin. That's the first step of this equation. Nope. That, filter that, output bus, there we go. Electrum item pipe, do that. Extract on yeller, always active. Insert on yeller. Fuck, I forgot how good this song is, bro. It's gonna be so good until I have to hear Around the World for the 40th time, and then I'm gonna lose it, and then it's gonna go back to normal. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Round the world. Okay, let's see. Extract on... Let's do extract on yeller. Always active. I guess we need to copy that again. Okay, it works. Let's go. Chat, I promise I've made worse things. To everyone's dismay. Insert on yeller. And we just need to connect all this up. Need a couple more conduits. I dare say that should be working. But we might be out of potassium though. No, we have potassium. What are we missing? Potassium, oxygen. Oh, I forgot sulfur. I think I have the... Yep, there's the import bus. I just forgot to stock sulfur in here. And then every 5 seconds that should pull 64. I guess we can increase the timer on this to 1 second. There we go. There you go. Attaboy. And then the oxygen is going to be slow. So let's do some acceleration cards, maybe? Perchance? Now, why is that not working? Because it probably needs power. All right, Chad, have you heard the phrase around the world enough yet today? I'm not sure if we've reached the maximum amount of around the world that we've needed. So I'll leave it up to you guys. I think we could fit in a good like 3 more. All right, there we go. That's a cooking. Look at that, chat. Fucking fluid extractor hell. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do the let's switch the song to something.
Hi.
Hello. Sorry, I did not mean to unmute, but I'm about to do my rubber ducky through the line that I just did.
Oh, nice.
Would you like to be there for it, or should I mute and rubber ducky it?
You could rubber ducky to me.
Okay. So, if you will, we've got osmium and iridium online, except for, well, as far as we can go, basically. And it all starts with the electric blast furnace, where we take our platinum residue dust and react it with molten potassium disulfate. That's why I just made 8 advanced fluid extractors. The potassium disulfate will get potassium to loop eventually. I'm not really sure about that for now. I'll just add a bunch, and hopefully it'll be okay for now. That all loops, yada yada yada. We split this up into 2 different groups. One is rhodium sulfate, which is what we use to make the rhodium line, and here's the molten potassium already, 1 step. I think the other thing that we get is some type of item. Ah, yes, leach residue dust, which I am conduiting over to here. And that gets electric blast furnace with saltpeter and salt water. Let's see, am I providing that from the ME system, or am I just letting that freeball? Seems to be going. I think this is ME system. Yeah, I see the saltpeter and salt. And then we mix water to get the salt water. This leach residue turns into 2 different things. This is ruthenium. So we just store that for now, for when we want to do ruthenium. And the second part is iridium and osmium, and the rarest metal residue dust. That is being used currently. One more EBF step, and we get something. Let me turn this off extract for now and lock that drawer. I think we get iridium metal residue dust and osmium solution. Now, every 10,000 acidic osmium solution later down the line will turn into 1 osmium dust. So we're saving that up. We've got 19 osmium dust, though. Let's go. Big.
I might be a robot 9.
Why is that?
I can't pass the Neil.fun art not a robot test.
Uh-oh. You might just be
I'm
autistic,
stuck
bro.
on the stop sign and bike. Oh shit. Wait, I might just be autistic.
Sorry, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to find out this way.
Okay, so that's our osmium. The iridium is another blast furnace where we take that iridium metal residue dust and we blast furnace it one more time, trashing the sludge dust, which is just gold and silicon dioxide. The iridium oxide gets put in a chem reactor with hydrochloric acid to turn into acidic iridium solution. There we go. The acidic iridium solution is then looped with ammonium chloride and outputs iridium chloride dust. This is being reacted again into iridium dust. And then there's some like looping and some random bullshit in between that you don't really need to care about. But the moral of the story is that we have 90 iridium dust and we have the potential to make some acidic osmium soon, once we get to EV. And that was my little bit. The iridium part is actually kind of small. How's your ruthenium or rhodium?
Oh, it's going. People started to call me a robot, and
Wow,
I got a little sidetracked.
that's unfortunate.
Oh shit, that wasn't Waldo. Where the fuck is Waldo, dude?
Bro's actually going through it.
Is that Waldo? I think that's Waldo.
Goddamn.
No, that's not Waldo.
Insert on
What
black.
do you mean that's not
Extract
Waldo?
on blue.
Bro, I had like 3 of these books as a kid.
I had 0 Where's Waldo books actually.
Wait, how is that not Waldo? Bro,
All right.
how is that not Waldo?
Well, we're gonna go raid you, Flurben. I'll say my normal outro.
Okay.
I've got my. I think I'm
Alright.
pretty happy with my part.
Yeah, I got like 3 machines left, and then I'm done.
Yeah. And then the last thing is ruthenium, and then
Yeah.
we're pretty much golden.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I will see you around, my friend.
Yes. Take care. Oh, I mined like 3,000 nickel last night, by the
Yeah,
way.
I saw that. That was really impressive. I was like, why do we have 10,000 plat metallic powder dust in the system? And I was like,
Yep.
oh, well, Flurben going off. So
Bro,
that's
I
good.
was all over the Twilight Forest. That's how I found a Hecubuck.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You told me about that. I'm surprised we
All
haven't
through
run
the
out
wizard
of
chat.
some stuff. Do we have raw nickel ore in the ME system? Let me figure that out before I go. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
All right. All right.
Damn, what is this song? This is good. Stardust. I think I know why. Okay, I think Flurben shoved all of the ore into the ME system directly, or at least maybe the TPS lagged at the wrong time. The the filters here, these type filters, can only take a stack per tick, and so they're worse than using ore dictionary filters, sadly. But let's check. There's probably some more raw ore. Yeah, there we go. You just filter that. Okay, that's good. That'll process out. All right, chat. I should probably go to the Platline to say goodbye. Another chill stream. I think we're like nearing the end of what we can do in HV. Once we get Platline fully up, there's not much more that we have to do. There's Monopularity on Saturday. I probably won't stream until then. And then I'm thinking I might start either a subathon or we start the Super Plat Survival World. Either both at the same time, or I don't know about the subathon because I'm starting volunteering at a firehouse soon, so I need to see what my. It's theoretically 1 day per week, but I think there will be classes and stuff as well. So I got to see how that pans out. But if you guys wanted me to do a subathon, please let me know and I will do it. I was gonna wait till potato was done, but yeah, let's call it right here and raid Flurben. Let's get the water before I go. What am I gonna do? Here. Hit this raid. Oh, you know what? Vin and Cat are playing Compact Claustrophobia. Flurben, is it okay if I raid Cat and Vin? I think he's busy being a robot.
Oh!
Hello,
Wait, I got it. I got it.
robot. Is it okay if I raid Cat and Vin?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. I'll see you around.
I don't know why you're asking me.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, let's go raid Cat and Vin. They're playing Compact Claustrophobia, and I kind of want to see. I think Vin is being forced to speak like a pirate. So while we start this raid, remember, be kind to yourself and others. I'm sitting here. I'm doing the thing. We're doing the talk. It's you and me. Be kind to yourself and others, and do the best that you can, and have some fun. You know, life is going to be exceedingly short in the next few years, given the climate of the world, and the least you can do is find something that's fun. I will see you guys around. Peace. Have some fun with Cat and Vin.